All right, so this is the truck again, 2024 Toyota Tundra. It is a platinum package, but it also has the TRD off-road from factory, which means basically it's got the rear lockers. It did have some different shocks and stuff factory or stock, but we did put the Toyota TRD 3-inch lift on it, so got it off the ground a little bit. Probably a total of about 3 inches, honestly. We also did the TRD Pro wheels, just because it's hard to find the right offset for this truck. So wanted to get a 35 on here. You know, one of the tires I always put on is 285, 75, 18 on my trucks. That's just it gets it up to exactly about 35.1 inches, but it's also 11.6 wide, so makes it a little bit better as far as the rubbing goes when you turn the wheel on the sway bar. So as it sits right now, it does rub a little bit. Not sure you can see it that good in the photo, but it does rub on the sway bar a little bit there. But nothing too serious, so it doesn't bother me much, honestly. It's only at full lock. But again, this is the complete TRD lift kit from Toyota on this thing. As far as the tires and the rim sticking out, what I found out is the TRD Pro wheels actually have a little bit of a less offset. As you can see, as far as them sticking out of the fender, I mean, they stay about flush. So again, the lift is about 3 inches in total. The rear has just a spacer on there. As you can tell, the rear wheel is sticking out a little bit more on this side than the other side. So I'll show you guys. Here's the driver's side. And if we go over to the passenger side, slightly more on the driver's side. But again, I mean, it's not noticeable. But the axle is going to pull a little bit more towards the driver's side due to the fact that it has the spacer lift on top of the coil springs, and that the track bar is pulling it to the driver's side a little bit. There's ways to fix that, and I might look at it down the road, but as far as it goes for right now, it doesn't bother me. It looks fine. So I did buy this truck brand new with 0 miles on it. So far, no issues with the engine. All we have done to it is the lift. We did put the TRD dual tip axle back exhaust too. As far as the noise or the sound, I mean, it's a V6, so it's not going to sound as a V8, but it does give it a little bit better sound, especially on startups in the morning. But other than that, it's more looks than anything. I know for everybody that's a Tundra owner, you know, they're missing their V8 sound. So sorry to break this to everybody, but this does not help solve that. Again, the tires are 285, 75, 18. So right over 26,000 miles. The truck is doing good. No engine issues at all. So all the recalls and everything that they've had on this engines, I haven't had an issue with it. The truck is a 2024, so maybe the issues were mainly in the 22s and the 23s. I heard some 24s had it too, but I haven't had any problems with it. Again, it's still low mileage though, right over 26,000 miles. So we'll see how it does in the next maybe 25,000 miles. I'll do another review when it hits maybe 50,000 and see how it holds up. All right, as far as warranty work, the trim that goes around this window, the plastic trim, I did have that replaced. On a bed, and this is just getting really picky, but on a bed you can see kind of this plastic piece that's sticking up a little bit on here. I took it in. I tried to ask them what's going on with that, see if there's something they can replace, and honestly they said that's just normal, so couldn't do nothing about that. So this right here, the sway bar spacer. So been thinking about taking it off. Obviously you can see right there actually where it's rubbing on the sway bar a little bit. You know, I parked next to a TRD Pro Tundra the other day, actually just yesterday, and he had 35s on. We're sitting almost exact same height, and they don't have that spacer on their sway bar. So I don't know if the sway bar is different or what, you know, what the difference is, because why does this kid need that? And being that it's almost the same height when you put them side by side, but yet the Tundra, the TRD Pro model, does not have that spacer. So again, I'm not sure why. I guess we'll probably take that off soon and just see what it does, see if it makes a difference on the way it drives or the way it handles. But I know a few people that have done it already, and they're saying that it makes absolutely no difference. But again, you think that Toyota made it for a reason, you know, so we'll have to figure it out. All right, so you know, I do live in Arizona, so we do have a couple of rock chips on the front of it. So the paint did chip a little bit on the front. Nothing major, just normal stuff. Tires, I know somebody asked me about the tires as far as the noise they make, and they don't make a whole lot of noise, so really I can't even hear them on the inside, even though they're mud terrains. The miles per gallon on this thing, you know, normally when I bought it before it was lifted, I'd get anywhere from about 16 to 17, but since I've lifted it, it's literally sitting around 14 on the dash. Maybe a little off because of the tire size, so probably more like 15 miles per gallon, I would say, to be safe combined. One other thing that I had broke on it, the volume knob on the dashboard, that's been replaced. Fell off out of nowhere not too long ago. And then the only really big thing I had replaced, it was under warranty, but the step on the side over here, so this step that folds down, I don't know what happened to it, but one day I was getting out of the truck, I put something in the back and I was climbing down, and step just decided to fall out. So I did have that replaced as well. All right, we'll give it one more walk around, and hopefully everybody likes it. We'll have some more videos coming out pretty soon. We'll take it on a few more trails, do some more upgrades to it. Alright, something I left out that I thought it was pretty cool on this truck. Not sure if all the other trucks have this, but anyways, when you open a sunroof, so it's already a big sunroof, but when it opens, it stops about right there, right? And if you click the button again up here, it opens it up all the way. Look at this humongous opening on there. That's pretty cool.